Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Properties and Chills. And my name is Vivian. Anchoring with me today is.
Timmy,
On today's episode, we're going to be talking about house hunting in Lagos, the problems and the solution. The top of our list today is overpriced housing. Most of us, especially those of us who stay on the island, know that most of the houses we stay in are not just what the price is. I have a lot of agents today who say, okay, I want to take you to a place. And then when you get to the place, you will see one very small cubicle or a very tiny house, and they just give you some ridiculous price to pay. Some even go as far as adding unnecessary charges and say they are calling it maintenance charges, which they even end up not maintaining. I saw a tweet on Twitter some time ago about a girl who was paying for a BQ with
very
no
small
kitchen.
BQ like this.
A BQ with no
No kitchen.
kitchen,
Wow.
yes, and they were telling her to pay 900,000 naira. A BQ
That's
that couldn't
crazy.
even fit a 4 by 6 bed.
Hmm.
Imagine telling someone to pay 900,000 naira for that kind of house
Even the so-called agents, they can't live in such houses. They
at
can't pay
all.
for that ridiculous
They
amount
wouldn't
for
even stay.
such
It's
house.
very inconducive for someone to just stay and then they expect you to pay such high amounts. Even the house I'm staying, I don't even think that house is worth the price, you know, and it is just not worth it. And I feel, most of that needs to be changed.
Another thing is a good house in a wrong location.
Hmm.
There are a lot of fine houses that you see people build in wrong locations. Imagine staying in a very good house, every POP fittings, nice parking garage, but the environment is crazy.
It's not worth the
It's
house.
not worth it. Like maybe the environment, the security there is not good.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you have a lot of area boys staying in the area.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you enjoy is inside your house. You can't enjoy the environment as well.
Which is
Maybe the
bad.
environment is also noisy too.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the things you should look out for. You don't just go out and just rent a house because it's fine,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to consider the location, the surroundings. The surroundings has to be comfortable for you, and the house itself has to also be comfortable for you. Everything has to complement each other. You
Okay.
understand?
Yeah. So another thing I want to talk about is too many agents having the same listing. I remember hunting for a house or the place I currently stay in sometime in June, July, and every agent I worked with literally showed me this particular house. In fact, I started wondering, why is everybody bringing me to this house? Like, if everybody knows this house, why has the house not been rented out? Do you understand? That's what started coming to my head. Like, if everybody knows
Yeah.
this house, why is this house not? Why is this house still here? When more than five people have showed you the same house, some even show you bad houses, and everybody keeps bringing you. And I keep wondering, why are people bringing someone here? If you know this house isn't good, don't rent it out. Do you understand?
Yes.
Too many agents with the same listing, you end up paying agency fees or inspection fees,
Yes.
and then they take you to the same house you
For
saw yesterday.
yes, for every house you go to, they will
You
ask you to pay for inspection fee.
fee, and then after
It's
paying, you
ridiculous.
end up seeing the same house you saw from the previous person. It can be frustrating, it can be annoying, it can be tiring, especially this period where the economy is in recession and there's no much money to
Yes.
spend or squander, and then you pay as much as 5,000 naira, and then they take you to the same house you saw in the previous person. And you explain to them, please, I've seen this house, so you have to take me to another one. Then they expect you to pay another money. It can be
They don't
so
even want
annoying.
to know even if you have been to the
Exactly,
place.
and it's so
It's so
annoying.
annoying. You have to still pay them, even if you are not going to pay them up to that 5,000 naira you initially paid. At
Mm-hmm.
least like 3,000 or 2,000, just they will claim it's for transport.
Exactly. In the process of doing this thing, you end up spending into your rent, into what you have even saved for the rent, because you spend and spend and spend, and you keep seeing the same thing. It keeps reoccurring, and it gets tiring and frustrating.
Yeah. Another problem is houses with bad structures. There
Hmm.
are a lot of houses out there
A
that
whole
have
lot.
very bad structures,
Yes.
especially all those developer houses, especially on the mainland.
Ah.
You see, developers are so quick to approach families, ancient houses,
Mm-hmm.
to buy up their to have a strike a deal with them to redevelop their house for them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? In such a way that they will rent out each unit of the house. They will rent out each unit to people and collect several rents in order to make their money back and
Mm-hmm.
even make profits back. Then
Mm-hmm.
after some time, they give back the house to
To
the
the owner.
original owners.
Mm-hmm.
They In this process, because it is not the house they are living in, they
Mm-hmm.
will end up just building any kind of structures. They're using very low standard materials
Mm-hmm.
for the house. So it is very bad. People should just watch out for such houses. Some developers will build a house in such a way that the houses will be bending like this. Not the houses will not be
I see a
standing
lot
well.
of that
Some
on
kind of
Instagram.
roofs, fake roofing sheets,
Mm-hmm.
where when it's raining or when there's like a very strong wind, you see such wind starts removing these roofs and all these
Yes.
kind of things. Or some kind of houses where you see the POP falling.
I saw a
Those
video on
those are
TikTok
very poor
yesterday,
development.
and it was crazy. This girl was, showing her experience on house hunting and the kind of houses they were taking her to and what she saw. Oh my god, it was ridiculous. It was bad.
Very,
She
very
saw
bad.
a house that doesn't have a ceiling. Like you can literally see the wood that they used to frame the roof. It was I saw this thing and I was like, and people rent these houses, people live in them and end up packing out. And instead of them refurnishing or renovating,
Yeah.
they come back and still rent the same rubbish to another person.
It is
It's
it
so
is it is
annoying at
very
this
bad. The one I
point.
saw also, I think it was on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this POP fail. This POP fail, and what's it called? The TV, very expensive TV,
Oh shit.
what over 1 million. It fell too.
And these people will not pay for this
They
damage.
can't pay for these damages. It is due to poor, bad house structure, very bad house
And poor
structure. They
maintenance
Yes, poor maintenance. They can't even spend enough money to build what is quality,
and build
use
rights.
good irons and everything to
Mm-hmm.
make sure this house stands firm and
Mm-hmm.
strong and can be around for a longer time. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? It is very, very bad.
Everybody rushes now. They just want to build up a structure so they
They
can just
want
rent
they,
and start
they
making
want
quick
to
money.
make money,
They
quick
don't take
money.
their time,
Yeah.
to do the right thing.
And some of them will even put it up for lease.
Yes,
And people you lease it to, they don't even have time to maintain these houses.
obviously,
They
because
can't
their
be
own is just
spending
to
their
pay
money.
rent.
Yes, they'll just collect their own rent from those people they are renting out the property to.
Mm-hmm.
Developer wants to make his money very fast
Exactly.
and disappear.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. So with all these problems that people encounter during house hunting, I think we'll suggest some solutions
Mm-hmm.
for you, things you should look out for when you are doing your house hunting. One thing you should take note of is when you are hunting for a house,
Mm-hmm.
I will advise you work with an agent referred to you instead of going online
I'm looking
and
for
looking
new
for
ones.
different properties.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Contacting different agents. There are a lot of scam agents out there. Agents that they are not even real agents.
Mm-hmm.
They are just in to collect your inspection fee.
Very true.
Some they don't even really have access to the property. They just want to show you the property and just collect inspection fee. That's their own daily also. Do you
That's
understand? But
5K, 10K.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so if you do it for like 2 to 3 people a day, do you know how much you are going to make?
So make as much as
So
fifty
those
thousand
are
naira
not they are
daily.
not they are not real agents. So
Mm-hmm.
it's better you work with an agent that was referred to you,
From someone that
someone
was
that
successful.
yes, someone that was successful with the agent
Mm-hmm.
when renting his or her place. So the person can't refer you to an agent that if the agent has done the person a bad thing or rented a place
The
that is
person wouldn't
very bad thing,
refer.
he wouldn't refer you to
True.
the agent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better you work with an agent that was referred to you.
Mhm. And if you're going to, if by say or by any means you don't have anyone that has been referred and you are really in need of house hunting, if you decide to work with those you see online, please make sure to always let them know that you've checked these properties and you check these properties. Let them know the properties you have been to that you did not like to avoid revisiting them and spending ridiculous amounts of money. If you're going to work with different agents, due to time or how demanding it is for you at the moment, always make sure to inform them on the properties you visited so you don't revisit those properties. The moment you don't like a property, you know where the property is, the area, or you probably even took pictures. Always make sure to let them know, please, I have seen this and I don't want to go back to it. So they know that they are searching for new or better places or better locations for you.
When looking for a house as well, just make sure you check the property very well,
Yes.
inspect it very well. That is why it's called inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it meets your demand
Your
at least up
standard.
to 80 to 90%.
Yes.
Because I won't lie to you, this Lagos we have, most houses people stay in, they they don't meet their demand 100%.
There's no perfect house.
There's no perfect
There's
house.
no
You
perfect
just you
house.
just have to look for something within
Yeah,
eighty
something you
percent.
can manage
Yeah,
and then do the
something you can
rest
manage.
yourself.
Yes, and
Mm-hmm.
do the rest yourself. So you have to check well. For example, check for water. If you have running water,
Mm-hmm.
good environment. Like, is the environment well secured?
Life.
Lights, yes. The access, maybe where you work, is it
Road
very
access.
accessible to where
Exactly.
you work? Is it not far from where you work? For example, if you are looking for if you are working on the island and you are looking to stay in a place that is very close to the island, maybe
Mm-hmm.
you are not staying on the island, or you can't afford
To
to
stay
stay
on the
on the island, and
island.
you want to stay on the mainland, and you want a place very close to the island. You can't say you want to go and rent house in Ikotun Egbe, Yanopaja. Do you understand? I'm
You
not
can't go
saying,
too far.
yeah, you can't go too far. I'm not
You
saying
know,
there are people that don't come from there to the island, but it is much
the
more
risks.
easier to stay in places like Bagada,
Mm-hmm.
Yaba, Alagomeji, that are very close to the
The
island.
island. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Last
So,
but not the least, do not be in a rush.
yes, don't be in a rush, oh.
Never be in a rush to pay for a place.
At
I
all.
would
At
always
all.
say it because a lot of people, don't want to have to, they don't want their rent or their previous rent to get to the time. Nobody wants any landlord or caretaker
Yeah,
to disturb the person. Nobody wants to be pressured into having to leave without
exactly.
finding what they want. So if you know
Exactly.
you don't want to have to be in a rush, start on time.
Yeah, start on
Don't
time.
just
Yeah.
go and say, "Oh, I like this and I'll pay for it." And then when you move in, you find out that whenever rain falls, the water level is on your neck.
Water will come and meet you inside your house.
Exactly. And then when
Oh
rain
God.
goes, you are looking at it. Oh, it's beautiful. They repainted. They did all these things. Don't be in a rush. The best time to search for a house is raining season. Wait for the raining season. If you feel you cannot wait for the raining season, please just start telling agents prior beforehand. They can help you.
Maybe like 3 months before your
Exactly. You can
present
you can
rent
make a
expires.
deposit or anything. Just start searching on
Earlier.
time. Don't
Yeah.
rush. Make sure you check for pros and cons before making any payments whatsoever on any property you see.
And a financial advice for you that wants to pay for your rent, it is not advisable to just maybe you are looking to move out like 2 months later,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe you are looking to renew your rent like 2 months
Mm-hmm.
later. You can't start looking for the money that you want to use to pay your rent like two
Save up
months.
before.
Yeah, save up before time.
Save up before.
Immediately you pay
Yes.
your present
Start
rent,
saving for
start
the next
saving for
one.
the next one.
And save extra
Yes,
because you
save
might not
extra.
even want to stay.
Exactly.
That's what I always do.
Because you might end up seeing a house that
You
you like,
prefer.
but it is way beyond your budget.
Yes, and you wouldn't want to be stuck in a place you don't like.
But
So,
if you have saved much
mhm.
more than what's,
Yeah,
yes,
prior,
yeah,
beforehand, you wouldn't be in a mess. Do you
yeah,
understand?
exactly.
Without further ado, please don't forget to check us out on our social media networks at Viela_Realty and Interiors. And
Titan Homes underscore.
yes, and
You can go there, check out the available properties we have.
mhm,
We have lands and houses for sale. Check it out and reach out to us for inspection.
we are always
And
available.
don't forget, consultation is free, over
Yes,
inspection is free.
yes.
So kindly reach out to us today.
Thank you. We
Thank you
take
very
good care of
much.
our clients. Don't forget about that. See you in the next episode. Bye.